Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? I'm your chemistry teacher. Before going to start our lecture, I must remind you some instructions. Don't raise hand during the teaching. Ask the question at the end of the class. Only chat box. Use hand free if you are using the mobile and headphone for computer use. Feed your ID proper and password properly with your name and class. Take care of a time for attending the class. Home tasks should be done in your fair copy of the subject. If there is any disconnectivity during the teaching, try to join session again within a 5 to 10 minutes. So these are the instructions, and today chapter name is electrochemistry and topic is numerical. In last two classes we have started the electrochemistry chapter and we have discussed the general terms like electrochemistry and electrolytes, non-electrolytes, Faraday's first law and second law. But today we having the numerical. But we first know what is the electrochemistry. Electrochemistry is a branch of a chemistry which deal with the conversion of electrical energy into chemical energy and chemical energy into electrical. Then we having the term numericals. What is actually a numericals? It expressed as a number or numbers instead of an alphabet. Solve the mathematical problem. So today we will solve the numericals of the chapter number 8. So what is actually numerical? Numerical expressed as a number or numbers instead of a alphabet. So solving the mathematical problems. So numerical number 1 we having first, the given thing is a current of 0.5 ampere was passed through the copper sulfate solution for 1 hour. Calculate the mass of a copper metal deposited on the cathode. Electrochemical equivalent of a copper is 3.294 10 raised to power minus 7. This is the numerical mean here current of a 0.5 ampere. Current is given and its unit is ampere, and what is the amount of a current? That is a 0.5 ampere passed through the solution of a copper sulfate. Here process of electrolysis occur where copper sulfate is an electrolyte. For a 1 hour, time is given in a form of hours, but we know that the time should be in a seconds. Calculate now. What is our task? Our task is to calculate mass of a copper metal deposited on the cathode. Here we are talking the electrode, that is a cathode which having a negative charge. So copper metal is deposited on a cathode. Here electrochemical equivalent of a copper is given. What is it? 3.29 10 raised to power minus 7. This is a electrochemical equivalent of a copper. You know that every element have its own electrochemical equivalent. Now this numerical gives the clue about the Faraday's law. You know that Michael Faraday in 1833 discovered the quantitative laws governing the process of electrolysis, which are known as a Faraday's law of electrolysis. These are two laws. There are two laws of electrolysis put forward by a Faraday. That is the Faraday's first law of electrolysis and second law of it. Now, this question gives the idea or clue about the Faraday's first law. What is actually statement of a Faraday's first law? It states that the amount of any substance deposited or liberated at an electrode during the electrolysis is directly proportional to the quantity of a current passed through electrolyte. Before going to detail of this numerical, we must recall the Faraday's second law. What is actually second law? Its statement is the mass of a different substances deposited or liberated when the same quantity of a current is passed through a different electrolytes connected in a series are proportional to their chemical equivalent mass. But once again, see the given in the numerical, that is a current of a 0.5 ampere. This current in 0.5 ampere, and electrolyte is a copper sulfate, and time is 1 hour. And our task is to calculate the copper metal either deposited on the cathode and electrochemical equivalent value of a copper. So this numerical is solved by the help of a Faraday's first law, because current is given, time is given, and electrochemical equivalent is given where we have to find the mass. So we are finding the W. So first numerical, you know very well that now, dear students, numerical have a different steps. First step we having the data, then the formula, solution, and finally we having the result. So and okay, first what is this? In our data, current in ampere. Ampere is shown with help of a capital A is equal to zero point 0.5. This is a given in your question. What is this? 0.5 ampere of a current is given. Time in a seconds mean time is given here for 1 hour. 1 hour, we know that the time must be in a second. That's why we will convert 1 hour into a second. For this, 1 hour multiplied by 60 minutes. We know that in 1 hour 60 minutes are there, and we also know that in 1 minute we having a 16 second. When we multiply 1 by a 60 and 60, then we will get the 3600 second. So now time in seconds are converted 1 hour to a 3600 second. Z is a showing the electrochemical. It's a short form of a electrochemical equivalent of a copper metal is, this is a given. What is this? 3.294 10 raised to power minus 7 kilogram per coulomb. Okay, so this is a given. So what is the formula of a Faraday's first law? That is a W is equal to Z multiplied by A multiplied by T. So Z is a electrochemical equivalent, A is ampere of a ampere, current in ampere, T is a time in a second. So we will apply this formula. So after the formula, we having the step solution. W is equal to value of a Z. This is a 3.29 10 is to power 94 10 is to power minus 7. And ampere is 0.5 multiplied by a time, that is a in second 3600 second. So when we multiply 3.924 with a zero point 0.5 and 3600, then we will get 5929.2. This is a multiplication of a 3.294 with a zero point 0.5 and 3600. Then we will get 5929 decimal 2. And the same we will 10 raised to power minus 7 is the same as the above step. So we are replacing the decimal from a right to a left. So we having the positive sign. This is a rule. If we are replacing the decimal from right, we will take the positive sign, and if we are replacing the decimal from the left, we will place a negative sign. So here we are replacing the decimal from here to toward the first digit, that is a 59292. So what will be happens if we are replacing this decimal to shift here after the first digit 5. So after the 3 digit we are replacing, that's why we are taking the 10 raised to power 3, and we are replacing from a right side, that's why we are taking the power is a plus. So 10 and multiply by 10 raised to power minus 7. Then in the next step 5 is equal to 5.929929 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3 plus minus 7. This having the positive sign and this is having the negative sign. When we'll solve this, then we will get the 10 raised to power minus 4. Sorry, greater digit having the minus sign, that's why we are replacing here the minus 4. So what is the answer? 5.929929 10 raised to power minus 4. This is the amount of a substance that is deposited on a cathode. Amount of which? Amount of a copper metal. So this is all about the numerical. This is a simple according to Faraday's first law. Now we having the second numerical. Uh, cal- Calculate the amount of a silver deposited when 10 ampere of a current is passed for a 50 minutes through a solution of AgNO3. Z of Ag is equal to 0.00118 gram per coulomb. So in this numerical, we are once again calculating amount of a silver here of deposition. So silver amount we will calculate means W, and current is given in a form of a ampere, 10 ampere, and again time in a minutes. And value of a Z is 0.018 gram per coulomb. So this is our numerical, and this numerical also give the clue about the Faraday's first law. seem like a numerical number 1. In a first step, that is a data, current in ampere, that is a 10 ampere. This is a given in our question, 10 ampere. And time in a seconds, that is a given, time is a given in a 50 minutes, where this is a 50-minute time is given. Now our task is to convert that time into a second. That's why we will multiply 50 multiplied by 60 seconds, so then it will comes to 3000 seconds. So time from a minute converted into a seconds. Now, value of a Z, what is a Z? Z is a electrochemical equivalent of for a silver. What is this? 0.00118 gram per coulomb. This is a given here in our question. So, you know students very well, each and every element have its own value of a Z, that is electrochemical equivalent. Now, according to our data, the formula is we will apply it for Faraday's first law. What is the Faraday's first law formula? W is equal to Z multiplied by A multiplied T. What is the W? W is the amount of substance. What is the W? W is the amount of substance. And what is the Z? Z is the electrochemical equivalent. A is a ampere, that is a current in ampere. T is a time in a second. So these all values are given in the data. So we are applying the formula. So what is the solution? W is equal to the value of the Z, that is a 0.00118. This is the given here, gram per coulomb, and current in ampere, that is a capital A, is given here. This is a 10 ampere. So we will place the value of a 10, and time in second, 50 minutes are given here. So first we have changed 50 multiplied by 60 into 3000 seconds. So we will apply here the 3000. So what it's a simple multiplication. What will be happen? First we will multiply by 10 is to 10 multiply by 3000. So and and 0.0118. We will multiply first these two terms. So we will get 0.0118. And secondly we will multiply with the 3000. When we multiply by 3000 with a 0.0118, then we will get 35.4 gram. It's a amount of a silver deposited. During the process of electrolysis, the electrolyte is a silver nitrate, and task is to calculate the amount of a silver deposited. So amount of a silver deposit is 35.4 gram. So this is our answer. Now next numerical. This is a numerical number 3. What is the actually question? Students, concentrate here. Current of a 10 ampere was passed for 15 minutes. Mean here current is given in a form of amperes, 10 amperes was passed for a 15 minute time given in a minute. First we will change into a second. Is a solution of a silver nitrate. Again this numerical relate to the silver nitrate like a numerical number 2, AgNO3. Sorry, the mass of a silver deposited was found to be 1.0062 10 raised to power minus 2 kg. Here the amount of substance is given, and calculate the electrochemical equivalent of a silver metal. Here is different task in the as previous numerical like a 2 and 3. Here we are calculating the electrochemical equivalent of a silver metal. So situation is a different, but we are here again applying the Faraday's first law, because time is given, that is a 10 ampere, that is a current, and time is a 15 minutes, and W value, or we can say mass of a silver deposited, that is a 1.0062 10 is to power minus 2 kg was given. But here we are finding the electrochemical equivalent. In previous numerical we are finding the mass W. Here we are finding the electrochemical equivalent of a silver metal. So first step, data. What is our data? Current in ampere. Current in ampere is a 10. Here given 10 amperes. Here current is 10 ampere. Now time in second, 15 minutes. Here time 15 minutes are given. Our first task is to convert 15 minutes into a second. We will multiply with a 60 second. Then we will get the 900 seconds. Mass of a silver deposited, that is a W, is equal to 1.0062 10 raised to power minus 2 kg. This is given here. This is your mass. So we are calculating what? Electrochemical equivalent of a silver metal. So we are once again applying the formula, that is a Faraday's first law formula. W is equal to Z a multiplied by A, that is ampere of a current, and multiplied by T, that is the time in a second. But here we will change about the formula. Here we are finding the Z, that is electrochemical. Here the W is given, ampere is given, current and ampere is given, time in second is given. But we are finding the Z, that's why we will change our formula. So Z will comes, Z we are finding the Z. So Z is in outside, then is equal to W is replace the place of a Z, and formula is W multi over the A over T. So A over T are numerator, and after the changing the formula it will become a denominator. So now our formula is this: Z is equal to W over ampere and time in second. So we will, by this formula we can find out electrochemical equivalent of any metal. So now solution, Z is equal to one value of a W is where 1.00062 10 raised to power minus 2. So we are placing the value 1.0062 10 raised to power minus 2 divided by ampere in a current is a current of ampere is a 10. So we are placing the 10. Time in a second is a 900 seconds. So we are placing the value 900. So simply what we will do. This is again 1.0062 10 raised to power minus 2. First, these we will change the exponents and to a powers. I mean 9 multiplied by 10 raised to power. There are 3 zeros, so we are placing the 3 value. So 9 10 raised to power multiplied by 10 raised to power 3. So what will be happen? We are dividing 1.0062 10 over 9, so we will get the 0.111 and we will sum up all that the powers. We are placing all powers of a 10 in the same place, so minus 2, and this is a 3. This is a actually denominator, and it will become the numerator sign is changed, it will become a minus 3. So minus 2 minus 3, so 0 0.0 118 multiplied by 10, so minus 2 minus 3 is equal to 5, and place a sign of minus. So what will be happen? It will become 0.1118 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 5. So now we will move. We can simplify this. We are replacing the decimal after the first digit. It means we are replacing decimal from a left to a right. So we will add the minus sign. So what will become 1.118 10 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 6 kg per coulomb. Now this is electrochemical equivalent of a silver metal. What is the answer? 1.118 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 6 kg per coulomb. So this is all about this numerical. Next we having numerical number 4. What is actually question? When an aqueous solution of a copper sulfate is electrolyzed, copper metal is deposited at the electrode. This is equation. Copper is in a form of iron 2 plus, and it having the 2 electron need to become a normal copper metal. So first step of what numerical? When an aqueous solution of a copper sulfate is electrolyzed, electrolysis process occur, and copper sulfate is electrolyzed, mean it is a breakup into a ions, mean a copper and sulfate. So here only we are talking about the copper metal is deposited at the cathode. What is the reaction at cathode? Copper is in a form of a ion. It having a plus 2 sign, it means it is a deficient of a 2 electron. So if it take the 2 electron, it will become a copper metal. It's change ionic metal to a normal metal. Okay? So at cathode this reaction will occur. If a constant current was passed for a 5 hours and 404 milligram of a copper was deposited, calculate current passed through the copper sulfate. So the condition is that for current is passing continuously 5 hours and mass is a 404 milligram of a copper deposited. So our task is to calculate the current passed through the copper sulfate. So first we having the data. Amount of a copper deposited is 404 milligram. So it is given in the milligram. It's the first step to convert into a gram. For this, 404 is divided by 1,000, then we will get the point 40 for 0.404 gram. So it is a conversion of a milligram into a gram. Second, gain of a 2 electron means 2 Faraday electric charge. Here, copper is gaining or taking the 2 electron. So 2 electron means 2 Faraday electric charge according to given equation. So atomic mass of a copper 63.5. From where we get this mass? This is from periodic table. Atomic mass of a copper is 63.5. So this is a data is a given. Our task is to calculate the current. Now this numerical give the hints about the second law. We know that the second law don't have a proper formula, but we are applying the rules of a second law solution. According to the cathode reaction, this is a cathode reaction, mean copper ion gaining 2 electron become a copper metal. So 63.5 gram of a copper is deposited by 2 Faraday electric charge. 2 electron is equal to 2 Faraday. So it having the atomic mass is a 63.5. So we know that here amount of a copper deposit is a 0.404 gram. So therefore 0.40 gram of a copper deposited by 2 over 6.3.5 and multiply by 0.04 mean 2 over 63.5 we will divide it and then we will multiply by 0.4. You know this is a unitary method. Okay. In we having a next step. When we divide, so we will get the 0.0127 Faraday. So we know very well that 1 Faraday is equal to 96,500 coulomb. According to Faraday's second law, we explain that 1 Faraday is equal to 96,500 coulomb. So we are applying here. Therefore, this value 0.0127 Faraday is equal to 0.0127 multiplied by 96,500. When we multiply Faraday value with the 96,500 coulomb, so this Faraday value, this is the unit of Faraday, will convert into a coulomb. How we will convert into a coulomb? By applying this. 1 Faraday is equal to 96,500 coulomb. So we get the answer 1225 decimal 6 coulomb. 1 or we can say 1225 decimal 6 coulomb. So now in this numerical we are just finding how much current is passed. So we therefore coulomb is equal to ampere multiplied by time in a second. This is a formula for a coulomb. But here we have tasked to find the amount of a current in the form of an ampere. So this formula will be a change. But here time is given 5 hours. So 5 hours first change into a seconds. So this formula is simplified as ampere is equal to coulomb over time. So we have changed the formula according to our need. So what is the amount of a coulomb? That is this 1225 decimal 6. This is a coulomb amount. And what is the time? There were 5 hours given, multiplied by 60 minutes and 60 seconds, we will get the time in a second. So after dividing these two values, we get 0.0680. So we can simplify these values by changing into a 6.80 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 2 ampere. This is also correct answer, but you can simplify in this form. So this is a answer of this numerical 6.80 10 raised to power minus 2 ampere. Now we are having a next numerical. So, how many grams of oxygen gas is liberated by the electrolysis of a water passing 0.0565 ampere for a 185 second? Here, how many grams? Here we are finding amount of oxygen gas liberated. Process for electrolysis, water after 0.0565 ampere of for 185 second. Here the equation. Two water molecule, they decompose into oxygen and 4 hydrogen ions plus 4 electrons. According to equation 4, Faraday is required to liberate 32 gram of oxygen. We in previous numerical we have discussed electron is equal to Faraday. So, uh, 4 electron is equal to 4 Faraday, and why we are taking the 32 gram of oxygen, we know that the atomic mass of single oxygen is 16, but we are here oxygen occur in a diatomic form, that's why it's having the 32. So data, first we are having the data, current in ampere. Current in ampere 0.0565 ampere, and time in a second, that is a 185 seconds here given here, and coulomb is equal to ampere multiplied by time. So this is a current in ampere, this is a time in a second. When we will divide it, we will get the answer, that is a 10 raised to power 4 5 coulomb. So after dividing this, these values, we are getting 10.45 coulomb. So coulomb over 96,500 values. So we will 10 raised to power 4 45 divided by 96,500, we will get 0.000108 Faraday. Now this coulomb convert into a Faraday. So now we know 4 Faraday electric charge liberate 32 gram of oxygen. Then so therefore, this value of the Faraday 0.000108 electric charge liberates according to a unitary method 32 divided by 4 then we will after the dividing 32 by 4 multiply with a 0.000108, we will get 0.0086 gram. So we can simplify this 8.64 10 is to power minus 4. If we are replacing the decimal after 4 digits, that's why the 4 value, and we are replacing from a left side, so that's why having a negative value. So amount of a oxygen liberated is a 8.64 10 is to power minus 4 gram oxygen. Now next numerical. Now we having a next numerical. When a molten NaCl is electrolyte, sodium metal is liberated at cathode by the reaction. That is a N plus. This is what is this equation? This is a given equation is here. This sodium ion gain the one electron, become a sodium metal. So when molten NaCl is electrolyte, sodium metal is liberated at the cathode by the electrolysis of a NaCl occur. How many grams of a sodium are liberated? We have to find out the amount. When 5 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3 coulomb of electric charge is passed through the cell. So according to equation, this equation is given here. Sodium ion gain the one electron, become a sodium metal. From the equation, we know one electron is equal to 1 Faraday. Then students, we know that 1 Faraday is equal to 96,500 coulomb according to Faraday's second law. So 96,500 coulomb is equal to 1 Faraday deposit 1 mole of Na. Here sodiums are having 1 mole because they are not balancing with any numbers. It's showing that is a number is a 1 mole. So 1 mole of Na is equal to 23. We know atomic mass of a sodium is 23. So according to suppository or unitary method, in which we know the values of a different tan pencil. So we, with the help of a tan pencil, we can find out the value for 1. So we are applying here 1 coulomb is 1 coulomb deposit sodium is 23 divided by 96,500. So we then our task is find out in a 5 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3. So what will be happen? 5 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3 coulomb deposit the sodium is equal to this value 23 over 96,500 and multiply by 5 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3. We can do another method. First, here we can solve it. 23 over 96,500, we can divide it and we also paste the value here. But we can do the directly also here in this step. So 23 over divided by 96,500 coulomb multiplied by 5 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3. So we will get the 1.19 gram gram of sodium. So our task in this numerical is to find out how many grams of sodium are liberated. So 1.19 gram of sodium liberated when 5 multiplied by 10 is to power 3 coulomb of electric charge is passed, and so according to this equation, we have solved by that one electron is equal to 1 Faraday. So deposition of a sodium liberated is a 1.19 gram of sodium. So this is a numerical. Now we are having home task. Complete the complete numerical of our page number 125, 126 and 128. Exercise numerical number 6 and 12. So these all numericals you will solve in your fair copy. So this is all about today's lecture. Please complete your numerical in your fair copy. Thank you. This is all about today's lecture.